The emotion that I felt that when I took the Indian flag for the first time and heard the national anthem, it was a kind of surreal situation for me at that time. Initially, one of the biggest motivators for me was to prove that I or we as a country were good enough to take on the best in the world. It's been over 20 years now, and there have been a lot of ups and downs. There were times where I didn't know whether I could go on. My family, they always tell me, don't worry about the result, you just be safe. You know, you'll always get a chance to do it again. Safety is a huge aspect of my sport. Contrary to, I think, public perception, I mean, it's not really a sport in which bravado or daredevilness is going to get you places. It's about understanding the dangers and planning for them. So one of the reasons that I've been able to do that is because that I took steps to be safe and to be fit. There are certain aspects, certain specifics that you have to work only in the gym. The core strength to resist in the kind of G-forces and speed we have in our sport. Training a particular muscle group for the start, for example, which is very important for us, since that's the only time you can get that extra momentum. Also, I like to do a lot of outdoors training. For example, running. It allows you to build kind of a rhythm. You know, it's almost like music. You know, so and you're always in that zone, and you're constantly chipping away at your fitness levels or whatever your targets are. It is very important in luge to be calm. One would think that it's a high adrenaline sport. These people are pumped up and stressed all the time, but it's completely the opposite. It's very meditative. And for me, I think I had an advantage in that, coming from India, because we have yoga, we have meditation over here, which I used to do since I was a kid. And I think these things, they really helped me a lot to have that kind of little more calm attitude when I'm going down the track. But I like to have a all-round physical fitness regime. Hand-eye coordination things like juggling play a part in my training. In India, we don't have artificially refrigerated tracks over here, so in the summer you have to adapt a little bit. I have this kind of adapted version of luge for the road, which is called street luge, which people do all over the world. So there are these sleds which I've got made with the rollerblade wheels down, and I can use them on any of these mountain roads over here or anywhere in India. It's important to know what the roads are, what the condition of the roads are, what are the potential hazards that can occur en route, and what kind of turns I have to negotiate. So preparing for all that is going to make sure that I'm ready and there's no danger and I can be safe. Street luging for me is a way to stay in that mentality, stay in touch with the balance which you need, a little bit of the speed, a little bit of reaction, and also to stay in the zone. It's very important for me that this sport continues. There should be a legacy. There should be, people should get better than me, further down the line. Because these kids are not only going to learn and become a champion for the country and make the country's name, but when they come back to their small societies, to their villages, they'll be able to share, their experiences to the world, and it'll be a big learning experience for the whole community. There has been a lot of support also which has come my way from unexpected channels. many people get involved, when you say that you're representing the country, how can I help, how can I support? I think one of the reasons why I've been able to have such a strong connect with Mallcom is that both of us recognize that we're doing something new in our respective fields. They are bringing in workplace security in India in a place where this is a very new concept, and this is very, very important, and they believed in it, and they're making a product in India, and that's where I think the mutual respect started from, that we are believing in an ideal, we want to do it, and we want to do it the right way. So the idea of that, okay, let's do our bit for the country as well was there. And this was reflective of everyone's attitude when I actually went and met everyone at Mallcom. I went to some of the factories, I met some workers, a lot of the heads of departments, had enough time to talk to the owner. And there was a genuine interest to know what you're doing, what I was doing. So in a way, it's like that we are pioneers trying to bring in, a new concept, a new movement into the country and make a difference to everyone around us. The Olympic Games are coming up in February 2018. It's less than 300 days now. And that's good because that's where I can get some inspiration, some motivation from to every day, get up and start the training regime all over again. It can be a good motivating factor because I feel that whenever I have people coming to support me, I have that much more drive to perform. And I think when I know that there are people cheering for me, I feel that I can give that much more.